AI ads are getting creepier. This one says, I'm Mr. Beast and I'm doing the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway. Believable already. I mean, this guy, he can do this sort of stuff. His YouTube channel is essentially based on doing stuff like this, so you can understand how people might fall for this.
If you're on TikTok, you may have seen this fake Mr. Beast ad.
If you're watching this video, you're one of the 10,000 lucky people who'll get an iPhone 15 Pro for just $2.
Just me?
I'm Mr. Beast, and I'm doing the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway.
Now that advertisement definitely
Wow.
looked AI generated, but enough people saw it.
Guys, I'm going to have to stop the video and you have to wait a moment. I just got to look this up so I can get my free iPhone.
Online where Mr. Beast actually took to Twitter to warn people about fake AI deepfake videos of him. Because there are low-effort fake Mr. Beast ads on YouTube, but there is also more clever AI ads that splice real footage with fake footage.
Income sources you have.
Well, let's see. We have Beast Burger, Feast of
Oh, that's clever. You got to give him credit. The scam is quite clever. They're taking footage of him essentially talking about stuff where he's about to promote something and then insert their product.
Gaming, Beast React. Honestly, I'd have to open my bank account and look through it. We build this app, Aviator Flight, where everyone can win a minimum of 1,000.
And now there's even
Download
fake brand
now.
endorsements of Joe Rogan.
Shame that many Americans are missing out on this huge $5,200 subsidy. They don't even know they qualify.
Now some of these fake advertisements are made
Just send your details, your bank details and everything, your mother's maiden name, and we'll get that 5,200 over to you real quick.
by people that have zero understanding who Joe Rogan's audience is.
These twins went viral on TikTok for putting this sweat-absorbing makeup primer to the ultimate test in a sauna.
But again, there are smarter versions that take real footage and splice it with AI-generated ad reads.
There's a category of supplements that are very interesting, work very well to increase testosterone by about 100 to 200 points.
Well, look, that Alpha Grind product is all over TikTok. If you go to Amazon and
That looks so fake though, the way his mouth is moving there. Like, watch his mouth.
Well, look, that Alpha Grind product is all over TikTok. If you go to Amazon and you type in
It's just a
libido
big
booster for
blob
men,
of black.
And this is now spread to other online influencers as well.
I got 4,500 grafts done. Don't get a hair transplant, just get hairy again fibers. If I would have known about these fibers before I got my transplant.
Now for most people that are somewhat internet
There's
savvy,
got to be one of those for Asmongold, surely. An AI Asmongold promoting that.
obviously you're not going to fall for a fake Joe Rogan voice telling you to buy special waterproof makeup primer. But the way these ads have evolved, even I could fall for it, because I admit, I have taken his advice and bought stuff he referenced on his podcast.
Oh, I was about to say I like this guy. He's very smart. I do like this guy, but I might have to take the very smart down just to a smart. I don't know why you would ever buy anything that a celebrity would ever promote, unless you've done thorough research on it yourself. Because they're paid to do it. They're sponsored to do it. Why would you ever trust them in that regard? I mean, that's why celebrities get paid to do this, because they have an audience that trusts them. So then they just blindly go into it. But I've always been of the mind that you don't trust anyone. When it comes to buying products, just look into it yourself. Oh well.
And when you look at all these clips channels on YouTube getting millions of views, how easy would it be for someone to make a successful Joe Rogan Experience clips channel, then just sneakily edit in reference to their Amazon store, their shady website, or whatever they wanted? And someone like me that forgot exactly what Rogan's guest talked about in his last video, and instead of scrubbing through hours of dialogue, I'd search on YouTube and find a clip that had been cleverly edited and not even realize it. Because look how quickly this evolved. Just 7 months ago, I covered how easy it is to create crappy-looking deepfake AI Joe Rogan.
is starting to scare me. But I mean, look at this picture. These are 100% completely fake girls.
Well, the mind looks at that, and our lizard brain wants to be aroused.
And as the girls look
And it's cleverly done, because it's got Jordan Peterson sounding like he's talking about that subject. Yeah, it's well done. It's impressive, the scam. I'll give him credit. The creativity is impressive. I can understand people falling for it. I mean, you just shouldn't buy anything like a celebrity endorses in the first place, or at least you should do your research first. So you're completely at fault here if you do this, because you are the person that's buying the product. It's up to you to be responsible for how you spend that money, right? You can't then blame, oh, the TV advert told me to do it, or the mobile phone advert told me to do it.
But very unnatural. Fast forward to just 1 month ago, they figured out how to make AI models basically indistinguishable from real women. Not to mention the concerns about AI being used
Yeah, because that looks like a real woman. I mean, I'll give them credit. The AI stuff is very impressive. Like, the leaps and strides it's taken in terms of progress and believability is astounding. And I mean, even in this day and age, it looks pretty good. But we're not quite there yet. However, it won't take that long at the pace that it's going, 20 years, 50 years, before it really harnesses on all the little details, specifically around the face, the eyes, that are harder to sort of fool someone with, because humans are very good at picking up on faces and anything that's slightly wrong with it, the uncanny valley feel. You know the Rogue One movie where General Tarkov, I think it is, he's talking. Oh my God, that took me out of the movie so much. It looked so ridiculous. He's just like, it looks more sort of fake than the Star Wars prequel characters, which was done way earlier. Like, if it's a human face and it's supposed to look real, it has to look really real for it to fool you.
Indistinguishable from real women. Not to mention the concerns about AI being used to create TV parody chatbots that are all fun and games until they always eventually predict the end of the
Or they go racist.
world.
August 12, 2036, heat death of the universe. August 12, 2036, the heat death of the universe.
So in just 6 months...
Oh shit, how long have we got? So we got about 13 years. That's still quite a long time. So we're okay.
AI technology evolved from funny videos even a Neanderthal like me could make, that quickly turned into AI chatbots becoming sentient and freaking out about the heat death of the universe. Now, you don't even need a tinfoil beanie from decoyvoice.com to know that this is becoming a much creepier problem when these crappy versions of Mr. Beast are turning into very believable fraudulent advertisements that can fool anybody. Combine that with the fact that about 6 months ago, fake AI presidents playing video games on YouTube would
I see one of those for Warcraft 3 as well. Like the presidents all arguing with each other. It's pretty good.
pull in millions of views. And just a few months later, the technology has drastically improved.
Look, folks, here's the deal. There are rumors from a Chinese whistleblower, Ziwei Chu. You ain't black. If you believe Ziwei Bao Chu.
It's impressive. Like, you can tell it's fake, but I'll give him credit. It's like 80 to 90% of the way there. There's just the details in the eyes and the mouth is what I was saying. If they can tighten that up and be a little bit more believable with what he's talking about, although this is Biden, of course, then yeah, you could fall for it. And it's kind of scary, really.
You know the thing. I'll climb stairs, ride a bike better than anyone.
And now even Trump is concerned.
I've seen pictures of me making statements on the internet that I never made, that are horrendous statements. You know, it's like you could cause a war with this stuff.
Right.
It's me talking and saying things that I never said.
It's amazing.
I mean, he said a lot of things, so I don't know.
And it's perfect. I can't even tell the difference, other than I know I didn't say it.
Right.
Because yes, it is very easy to tell that Biden video is computer generated, but this technology has only been in the hands of the public for less than a year.
Yeah.
In 5 years, I completely believe the videos will be indistinguishable.
No. 5 years. That's why you never believe anyone that says in 5 years we'll have the technology. They all say that. That is the base template. If anyone asks you when you're investing in a technological product or something like that, they'll say, oh, 5 years, we'll have it done. No, it always takes longer than that. Always takes longer than 5 years. That's why I said you're looking at more like 20 years before it really gets to the point where they could put like a bunch of these fake AI adverts in front of a study group of people, and then, like, let's say for example 70% of the study group fail at telling that it's AI. Well, that means it's a success basically, because over half of them couldn't tell. So 5 years is always too short. Technology's moving quick, but everyone always sort of gets a little bit ahead of the game.
From reality. But the sad part is, it doesn't...
Click me on it. You show me some AI stuff from 5 years in the future, stuff like that, and we'll see whether I can still tell whether it's fake or not. And I guarantee you I can still tell it's fake.
even need to be 4K or hyper-realistic. As with everything happening overseas now, people are still falling for footage of a video game and passing it off as actual combat. And keep in mind,
that stuff's harder to tell, because the difference is the face is something that the human is innately able to tell the differences between. Whereas how many people have seen a helicopter being blown up or anything like that? Have you? Probably not. So you're going to kind of believe that a lot more easily than you would like a human being talking to you.
this is footage from a video game that came out over a decade ago. So although I do have valid concerns over the future of online advertising with all this rapidly advancing AI technology, I think it won't matter when the AI chatbots go rogue and start scraping data from your family's social media, using their audio and video to make FaceTime calls to you, asking you to send them some money real quick. Or even one step further, they could take a page from the creepy YouTube channel Local 58. Except in today's age, they would just fake that weird emergency cell phone alert we all got a few days ago.
I'm not familiar with that. It might be an American thing. But I believe the older people are obviously by far the most susceptible to this, because they fall for it all the time. You see these scam artists and the people that scam the scam artists in those humorous like YouTube clips where they're sort of tricking them into thinking that they're old with a voice changer and stuff like that and saying, oh, I can't send you the money. It's not working when I press. And the guy's going, press the button, just press the button. He's like, oh, I can't find the button. But yeah, old people are always susceptible to this, particularly with technology. They don't know shit what's going on. That's why you got to sort of keep yourself in the loop, because it's very easy to fall behind. So this isn't anything that's going to affect younger people. And if it does, then, well, you got to do a bit more research, or at least have a bit more savvy, methinks. But yeah, older people, this could be an absolute dilemma for tons of older people getting like tricked.
Show us a video of world leaders telling us that aliens are here and we all need to load Apple gift cards for them to save the planet. Now I say all this half jokingly.
Well, again, what he just said there is there's no such thing as a free lunch, basically. If anyone is saying, oh, I'll give you this and all you have to do is this, always be skeptical. Why? Why are they giving you that? Like, that should just be a generic thing that everyone should be inbuilt with. They should need to teach this stuff more in school, I think, honestly, if people do struggle with that sort of concept of like, why am I getting this thing for free? Why is it always when I open up like the newspaper, or at least, you know, when we used to open up the newspaper, we used to get like these free scratch cards, and one of them would inevitably be like, you are a winner. That's handy. I guess every time you open one of these, you're a winner. Oh, that's what the odds. Most people don't win those scratch cards things. Oh, in order to claim your prize, you need to call this number and do this and this and this. Like, as a kid, I thought, wow, I'm a winner. But my parents were like straight away telling me that's obviously bullshit. And I was like, oh, okay, I see.
Because I know you wouldn't personally fall for a fake decoy voice pushing some weird product, but it doesn't need to be good or even make sense for it to work on idiots, as we very recently covered how some people can be convinced that losing their hand will cool the earth. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out that insane video on activists finding out, or how the AI chatbots always eventually predict the end of humanity.
Good video. He has a good presentation style and very nice and short and sweet. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Well done, Decoy Voice. Yeah, good video. I enjoyed that. The AI stuff is impressive. And don't get me wrong, it's going to happen. All of this stuff will inevitably happen. You give enough time, everything will happen until it doesn't. Because if we don't exist, then it can't happen. But as long as we still exist, then something's going to happen, technologically wise, because we keep pushing. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. But I don't think the 5 years thing, everyone's going to be like, wow, I cannot tell the difference. It's like you can see. You can see in the eyes and the mouth. You immediately pick up on it as soon as the character starts talking. It's only when they do a good job in the advertisement perspective of putting those ads in front of Joe Rogan's mouth, which was good. Because they had him talking initially, and then very briefly after that, the ad came up, but it just covered his mouth, and then it was starting to talk about. It was his voice is more believable. I think the AI voice synthesizer is incredibly good, but I don't think the visual part is there yet.